New data from the Pew Research Center has shown that 63% of men under 30 are single, up from 51% in 2019. COVID isolation and women's high expectations for something serious are the main reasons why they are avoiding going out and coupling up. Young guys say that dates feel more like job interviews now, with women wanting more than ever before, especially if they are getting close to 30 and thinking about the biological clock. According to Ronald Levant, professor emeritus of psychology at the University of Akron, the overall picture is that if a woman is going to go on a date with a man, chances are it's not for a casual fling. The pandemic made dating apps the central means for meeting people, which many young men are not a fan of. They feel that people have become less approachable since COVID and are much less talkative. Being able to naturally approach people while out isn't like it was pre-pandemic, and people are still much less likely to leave their groups or cliques at a bar. This has lowered young men's incentive to put themselves out there. However, some young men like Ian Breslow, a 28-year-old high school teacher who lives in Astoria, are not looking to settle down and get married anytime soon, so they'd rather have casual flings. The way dating is currently just makes me want to hook up locally with no stress or strings attached, he says. Fortunately, that part comes very easy. I'm unmotivated to search for something serious for the time being. Young men like Andrew Bruno, a 28-year-old nurse from Belmore, NY, are also in no hurry to get hitched. I'm still very young, and I don't feel the need to rush, especially if people don't act as naturally as they did before COVID. Why would I put it all out there for someone who can't or won't hold a conversation? He said. Mike M., a 25-year-old from Queens, feels as though he lost 2 prime years in his early 20s of being able to date and have fun without worrying about being in a serious relationship. Now, he's under pressure to find a long-term commitment, but can't put himself out there. In conclusion, it seems that the dating game has changed for young men, and the pandemic has made it more difficult to connect with potential partners in person. Many young men are not looking for anything serious, and they'd rather have casual flings than commit to a long-term relationship. Meanwhile, others feel pressure to find a long-term commitment but are struggling to find a way to put themselves out there.
So, according to the data, it says that since 1989, that the amount of male virgins that are under 30 has tripled. So 27% of men that are 30 or younger have reported to be virgins. And this is at the time where female sexuality and female freedom is at all-time high. So the higher the acceptability of open female nature, sexual nature, then the higher virgins. And I shared an article a couple days ago that showed that men that are more educated are actually more likely to be virgins involuntarily. What's going on? So, according to this article, California keeps millions in child support while parents drown in debt. What a lot of people don't know that California has one of the highest rates of child support penalties, which is 3.5 times the national average. Experts say that it disproportionately targets brown and black men in California. This is predatory. It's like having a credit card balance that keeps doubling and compounding. The problem is none of that money goes to the kids or to the mothers. It actually goes to the state and to the county. That's the issue. It doesn't actually benefit the kids. And then the father ends up having to work overtime to pay the extra debt that goes to the state. And then the woman feels like the man isn't trying, and the kid feels like the dad doesn't care, and the state gets more rich. And that's the issue. We're all mad at the wrong person. Let's talk about 3 reasons why 50-50 modern trendy relationships don't work.
Reason number 1. When men spend $100 on a first date, it's worth less than a woman who cooks $20 worth of food for a first date. The value of money isn't equal in dating. In America, on a first date, a man spending $100 is worth less than a woman cooking a burger with less than $20 worth of groceries. If women believed in 50-50 relationships, then they should have paid for 50% of all the first dates they've attended. Paying for the second or third date doesn't equate.
Do women have bad hygiene? I've been hearing about it a long time as a man, and apparently Nick Cannon has experienced this. Well, if you don't believe me, then let's take a look at some of these clips.
When it comes to female hygiene.
You got
this magnet.
Don't shower every day? I don't shower every day.
B. Simone doesn't shower every day. The one that said Martin Luther King wasn't a great man.
What's more important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
He's a great father. You're not great.
You're
not great. God, you're not. That is triggering.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the fuck you showing these kids you a good father or you don't respect their mother? You're not a great dad, my nigga.
While lusting over the rapper DaBaby. Yes, her.
I don't shower every day.
Magnificent. 20% that have no smell.
Nick Cannon says only 20% of women smell good. And you know he know because he got like 25 baby mamas.
I think I'm part of the 2%.
I don't think I'm nasty.
Yeah.
No, nasty.
It's normal. If you eat a lot of fruit.
Trust me.
It's normal for women
but
like
I guess
us
men
who
would know
are
better
aware
than
of
I
themselves.
Oh, nasty.
I know you.
Nick Cannon was trying to tell women his experience with women, and women wouldn't listen to a man who has sex with
What
women.
do I do that's nasty? Say it.
I'm not going to say that.
What? Don't shower every day?
I can't believe this woman that had the nerve to say all of these things about our ancestor is disrespecting herself as a woman publicly. It is embarrassing.
Don't shower every day?
A lot of women aren't aware of themselves.
Yeah.
I don't shower every day.
And maybe,
But you hear
present
this,
company
ladies?
excluded. We talk about this all the time.
The stronger the woman, the smellier the vagina.
Yeah. I don't even want to be gay no more. Like, Adam and Scar so bad by stanky cats.
Do y'all know when y'all stinking up the room?
That is a very valid question.
Is that nasty?
Like,
I never stunk up a room.
Well, see, I said present
I
company
already
is.
know that
You
I
see my
haven't.
shocked in the paw face?
That it just ain't worth it. Like, you see them on the social media and you be like, damn, they fine. Then when they take the clothes off of you, you be like, damn, they stink.
But that's the thing, because
I have smelled people stink up the room.
And it's like,
How come chicks just don't listen when we giving them game? It's weird.
At least like 2 days.
Out of the week?
It's like, it be
And
some
I
of the
heard
most
stories about
beautiful women. You be like, yo, you're you.
Like,
If you take a shower on Monday, when's the next time you're taking a shower?
Wednesday.
at least by, Thursday morning.
Motherfucker say what? That's the look at the co-host's face. She is utterly disgusted.
You got
Now, I have a
teams
story
and
one time.
stylists and
gosh, where this fine ass bitch that was on social media that I thought smelled good?
This guy I know called me, told me he was having sex with a girl and the whole room smelled like sewage.
So 2 full days. So 3
Monday,
days.
Tuesday.
Remember, you gotta have your paper right if you step to this type of lady.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So she thinks that Martin Luther King is bad for cheating, but a man is good for hustling and peddling things that's bad for his community.
You want him to be you want CEO status.
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like
he can't
he
be
can't
like
clock in
clocking
and clock out.
What's more important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the fuck you showing these kids you a good father or you don't respect their mother? You're not a great dad, my nigga.
Oh, Wednesday.
That was a Wednesday.
But I mean, a Thursday probably has happened.
Yes.
He said he's terrible.
But she be acting like she has no idea. I'm like, I
One time I
cannot
went-
be the only one
But
that
it's like when
smells
you're at
it.
this.
You look like you smell good, but you don't smell good. Y'all out here catfishing.
What a surprise. Women use dating apps just to confirm if they are attractive or not. Or is it that women need to reject men in order to feel good? Women go through this weird phase where in their 20s, in their teens, to where they like humiliating and rejecting guys, and it makes them feel good. But simultaneously, the weird thing about that is when men make them feel bad in the same way, they shame men for doing what they do, most of their life. And then when they aren't attractive enough to reject anybody, now they're mad at all men for not liking them for being below average physically. That shit is crazy. But you know what? Hey, you gotta let people live the way they want to and give them what they want. They want free choice. They want to do what men do. Well, men get rejected. Just because men are financially successful doesn't entitle them to sex. Just because women are pretty doesn't entitle them to attention. Just because women have good careers does not entitle them to good men. Equality.